Did you know that some ancient cities were cleaner and had better plumbing than parts of Europe in the 1800s? It sounds crazy, but it's true. Let's travel back in time, not just a few centuries, but over 4,000 years ago, to the Indus Valley Civilization. Between 3,300 and 1300 BCE, this incredible society built cities like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa, which were masterpieces of urban planning. So, what made them so special? Well, imagine this. While much of the world was still figuring out basic settlement, almost every single house in Mohenjo-Daro had its own private bathroom, with a toilet, and these weren't just crude pits in the ground. We're talking about seated, water-flush toilets. Think about that for a second. A flush toilet in 2500 BCE, that's absolutely mind-blowing. But it gets even better. These private toilets were connected to an incredibly sophisticated, citywide sanitation network. Waste would flow out of the house through covered, brick-lined drains. These smaller drains would then feed into larger sewage channels that ran beneath the main streets. The whole system was covered to keep the city clean and prevent nasty smells and disease. It was brilliantly engineered, with gentle slopes to ensure a smooth flow and even inspection holes, a bit like modern manholes, so that workers could perform maintenance and clear out any blockages. These weren't just drains, they were a complete system of water management. They had separate channels for wastewater and for fresh water from wells. Many homes even had dedicated bathing areas, separate from the toilet. It was a level of hygiene and civic planning that was simply unparalleled in the ancient world. Now, let's put this into perspective. Fast forward thousands of years to the Roman Empire. Rome is famous for its aqueducts and public baths, right? But even at its peak, most Romans relied on public latrines where people sat side by side and cleaned themselves with a shared sponge on a stick. Private toilets were a luxury for the ultra-rich. And after the fall of Rome, sanitation in Europe went backward for centuries. Medieval castles had garderobes, which were basically toilets that emptied straight down the castle wall into a moat. Cities were filthy. It wasn't until the 1800s, during the Victorian era, that cities like London began building the kind of comprehensive sewer systems that the Indus Valley had over 4,000 years earlier. Modern engineers still study the designs of Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro. Amazed at their efficiency and foresight, the people of the Indus Valley understood the critical link between sanitation, water management, and public health thousands of years before it became a major concern in the Western world. So next time you hear about ancient civilizations, remember the Indus Valley. They weren't just building pyramids or monuments, they were building clean, healthy, and incredibly advanced cities for their people. It's a powerful reminder that progress isn't always a straight line, and there's so much we can learn from the distant past. Thanks for watching. If you found this as incredible as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing stories from history. See you in the next video.